What's going on in housing market in Pitt County, North Carolina in June 2025?
We do these videos for every single month, so we can stay updated with if you own a home, you want to know what the market is, how's the market going, or if you want to buy a home, you want to know how the market is going, and that's why we give you the real numbers based on real time, right this time every single month.
Exactly. Therefore, we wanted to start really our conversation with the inventory because that's one of the important factors that driving the market, and number of active homes is part of that inventory. 529 homes in May 2025. April was 499. You see huge jump, and last year was 422, which put us at 25.4% increase in in active homes in housing market of Pitt County, North Carolina.
Now for under contract, pending, contingent, all these things basically means that somebody's put an offer on a house, has been accepted, and it's going to close at a certain date. Now, May 2025 was 232 homes. In April, 226. In May, it was 193, so it's actually up 20.2%.
Exactly. Also, number of sold homes is an important part of the equation. Why? Because it gives us the view of the inventory rate in Pitt County, North Carolina, based of the months. 196 homes sold in May 2025. In April, this number was 178 homes and 226 homes last year at this time, which put us at 13.3% decrease from last year to this year in Pitt County, North Carolina.
Now you might be wondering what this number means for me, and that is what the inventory rate tells us. Active plus pending divided by sold gives us a number. And generally speaking, if it's under 3 months is considered a seller's market. The harder the better. 4 to 6 months is generally considered a balanced market, and then over 6 months is considered a buyer's market. And we've never really hit a buyer's market in Pitt County, but we can talk about the numbers now.
Exactly. 3.88 months was for inventory rate in Pitt County, North Carolina in May 2025. This number was a little bit over 4, which is 4.07. In April last year was 272 months, which put us at 42.56% from last year to this year from in Pitt County, North Carolina housing market.
Cool. Now we're going to talk days on market, median list price, median sale price, mean home value, rental markets, and breaking down how much days on market is depending on the house and the type of house. All of that is after introduction though, so let's hit it.
Now that we came back from the short break, we want to talk about average days on the market in Pitt County, North Carolina. Really, how many days takes a house get listed in the market and sold in the market? 56 days took that house get it sold in Pitt County, North Carolina in May 2025. In April was 57, very close. Last year was 48 days, which put us at 16.67%, got longer from last year to this year.
Now we're going to go median list price. Median list price is how much the home went into the MLS and got put into the MLS for. Now in May 2025 it was 295,000. April it was 299. Last year this time was 288,700, which is actually up 2.18%.
Now that it get listed, we wanted to know how much really sold, and these two numbers are not really relevant, but 277,500 was for months of May 2025. $270,950 were April 2025, and last year was $276,495, which put us at 0.36, less than 1%, less than even 0.5% increase from last year to this year.
Now we're going to talk about price per square foot. Now price per square foot for all homes is going to include townhomes. There's no really condos at this time for new, but there are for pre-owned or existing. It's $176 for brand new.
Exactly. And if you're looking at just existing home for all, including single family, condo, and townhouse, this number looks like $154 per dollar per square feet.
Now let's talk about the price per square. By the way, the national average for all single-family homes in America is $2,200. So you can see our values all around. So price per square foot for brand new, only single-family homes is $178.
Exactly. And if you just focus on existing single-family home, this number is $165 per square feet. in Pitt County, North Carolina housing market.
Now, how much of our supply is new construction? How much is previously owned? Because this will tell us some statistics. Now, in May, it was 4.4 months of supply. In April, it was 4.8 for new construction. So you can see new construction month over month, it was over 8%, but it's really 4% of the market share.
Exactly.
4 months of market share.
Which is flip side of the existing home. Why in April 2025, we had 2.1 months of a supply in Pitt County, North Carolina, and in May we had 2.4 months. Therefore, we increased by 14.29% in Pitt County, North Carolina housing market.
Now, for the month of June, we want to know how many homes just hit the market and in what category they hit the market, because this is an interesting statistic. Now, for single-family homes, there was 101 single-family homes that were in the market, brand new, but there was 177 existing, which is 278, which is 76.8% of the market.
On the other side, for the townhouse, we had 31 brand new townhouse came to market in June 2025. 34 homes, townhouse existing, came to the market, which got to the total of the 65, and that the market share is 18% in Pitt County, North Carolina.
Now, for condos, you know, where you're in a building and you own like basically a nice apartment, whereas no new, 19 existing, which is actually about 5.25% of the market.
Exactly. Now, we wanted to also talk about average days on market for each category. For example, for single family home, 126 days took that these brand new homes in single family homes in Pitt County get sold, and 31 days just took for existing home, which the turnover is 75.4% faster for the existing single family home in Pitt County, North Carolina.
Now, if we're talking about days on market for townhomes, which is, you know, an attached home, this is going to be 93 brand new construction days on market, but 31 for the existing pre-owned. So this is actually a quicker turnaround of about 66.7%.
Exactly. And we don't have any data for brand new condo in Pitt County, North Carolina. For existing one is 42 days took the condo get sold in Pitt County, North Carolina.
Now let's talk about the mean home value. Mean is a mathematical equation. Mean tells us, like in math, when you factor out the outliers, you know, and then you kind of look at what's happening in the middle, it gives you data. Now with housing market, this is generally considered the appreciation. And what are we? We're factoring out the mansions, we're factoring out the shacks, and we're just looking at the percent change year over year of what is happening to the middle of the number, to the middle of the pack. So with that, May 2025, 243,035. April 243,260. May last year, 240,122. So year over year change was
1.2% appreciation from last year to this year. However, on the flip side, the rental market is super hot in Pitt County, North Carolina. Median rent for all bedrooms in Pitt County, North Carolina was $1,540, and it could go up to $4,500 based on the location, the number of bedroom, and the size of the house, and the upgrades, of course, that house has.
Now, if you're a home buyer and you've watched to the end of this video, congratulations. You are more than ready to really start talking about the real numbers, and I can't wait to talk to you on the phone about this.
Exactly. And if you're a home seller, definitely in the description below we have the links that you can actually download a step-by-step guide at how me and my wife Victoria Pinder, we're gonna help you. My wife has more than 15 years of the digital marketing experience. That's why she laid out a very comprehensive plan for you to get the top dollar for you. Don't forget to watch all of our playlists here, everything about Pitt County, Greenville, and every cities in Pitt County, North Carolina. And also make sure you subscribe in our channel to support us, and see you next time.